Have you ever noticed how something small can hit you way harder than it should? One sentence, a certain tone of voice, a look, and suddenly you're acting like you're 10 years old again. Your body tightens, your emotions spike, and part of you is wondering, why am I reacting like this? Because logically, you know it shouldn't affect you this much, but it does. And the reason is something most people never realize. Most of the time, you're not reacting to what just happened. You're reacting to emotional energy from your past that you never fully released. Moments your nervous system is still holding on to. Maybe you've noticed this during an argument, when someone questions your work, or when a relationship suddenly triggers emotions you thought were long gone. This is one of the most common patterns I see when working with people on emotional energy and awareness. And today, I'm going to show you one of the most effective tools for releasing that stored emotional energy, so those old reactions stop running your life. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine someone criticizes your work. Some people take it as feedback, but for you it hits deep. Suddenly you feel the same reaction you felt years ago when a teacher embarrassed you in front of the class, or when a parent told you you weren't good enough. Your mind knows this moment is different, but your nervous system doesn't, because that old emotional charge was never released. And when something similar happens today, your system pulls up the same stored reaction. This is why so many people feel like they're repeating the same patterns in life. The same relationship dynamics, the same emotional triggers, the same inner doubts. In the emotion code and body code world, these are called emotional imbalances in the nervous system. In reality transurfing, this appears as excess potential and pendulums, emotional energy that keeps pulling you back into the same experiences. But there is a powerful method used for centuries to clear that stored charge. It's called recapitulation. And despite the unusual name, the idea behind it is actually very simple. When something emotionally intense happens in your life, a small part of your energy stays attached to that moment, almost like placing a bookmark in your memory. Most of the time, that's not a problem. But when the emotional charge stays there for years or even decades, those bookmarks start influencing your reactions. They show up as emotional triggers, self-doubt, repeating relationship patterns, anxiety, money blocks, or emotional reactions that don't seem to make sense. Here's the part most people miss. Recapitulation helps you retrieve the energy still attached to those moments. You're not erasing the memory, you're releasing the emotional charge connected to it. And when that charge dissolves, something interesting happens. Your memory becomes neutral. You can still remember it, but it no longer controls how you feel. Let's try something together. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath. Now do something important. Move your center of attention into the center of your head, right behind your eyes. Feel like you're seated at the control center of your life, like you're observing everything from that point of awareness. Let your shoulders relax. Relax your jaw. Let your breathing slow down. Now, bring a memory to mind, lightly, not to relieve it, just enough to acknowledge that it happened. Now imagine your head has 3 directions: right, left, and center. Right side, releasing the emotional charge. Left side, reclaiming your energy from that moment. Center, returning to balance. Here's the pattern. Take a slow inhale through the nose. Turn your head slightly to the right, then exhale slowly. Imagine the emotional energy leaving your system. Now inhale again. Gently turn your head to the left. Exhale slowly. Imagine pulling your energy back from that moment. Now inhale again. Return your head to center. Slowly exhale. Let your awareness settle back into the present. Repeat this cycle 6 to 12 times. Sometimes the shift is subtle. Sometimes it's dramatic. But most people notice something interesting afterward. The memory is still there, but the emotional charge is gone. Go ahead and open your eyes. This works because you're doing 3 powerful things at once. First, you're acknowledging the memory without feeding it emotionally. In reality transurfing, this prevents the pendulum from gaining energy. Second, you're releasing the stored emotional potential, which lowers excess potential and stops certain life patterns from repeating. Third, you're bringing your energy back into the present moment. In EMF, this is one of the foundations of emotional mastery, self-identity, and conscious creation. When you reclaim energy from the past, something powerful begins to happen. Old triggers fade, relationships shift, your confidence grows, your intuition strengthens. And situations that once controlled your reactions simply stop having power over you, because your energy is no longer stuck in those moments. Most people spend years trying to control their reactions. But the real shift happens when you release the emotional charge behind them. That's what recapitulation allows you to do. It helps you reclaim the energy you left behind in old moments and bring it back into the present. Imagine responding calmly to something that used to trigger you instantly. Imagine feeling lighter, clearer, and more centered in situations that once overwhelmed you. That's what happens when your energy returns to the present. Before you go, I'm curious about something. What's one situation in your life where you notice yourself getting emotionally triggered? It could be a type of conversation, a certain person, or a situation that always seems to bring up the same reaction. Share it in the comments. I read them, and it's always interesting to see the patterns people are working through. If you'd like to go deeper into this kind of awareness and energy work, I've created a free reality meditation. You can find the details in the comments below. And if you're exploring reality transurfing and you want to connect with others on the same path, you're also welcome to join my free reality transurfing community, where like-minded seekers share ideas, experiences, and answers. If this video helped you, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what topic you'd like to explore next. Because those reactions that have been running your life don't have to keep running it.